Hi, my name's LaChele, and I'm a life coach. And if you like my material and like what I discuss, please be sure to share, like, and subscribe so I can feel your energy and be able to channel what you feel like I need to talk to the most about. So today, after talking to a client, and he gave me my blessing to talk to you guys about it, I'm going to talk about the difference between situationships and relationships. And you're thinking, oh, I know the difference between the two. No problem, LaChele. But I'm going to give you a scenario and it might make you think twice. So, this gentleman that I've been working with, he is at a moment in his life where he's trying to decide, am I in a relationship or am I in a situationship? And we started talking, and we were talking about everything that's going on in his life, his career, his love of his life, where he's at with his friends, with his family. I told him, okay, let's stop for a minute and look at the love of your life and where you're at now. And he's like, LaChele, I love her so much, and I am at a point where I'm ready to commit. But I feel like I'm looking at her and what we have as a relationship, and she is looking at us as a situationship. And we have had many sessions where we've talked about the difference between the two, but I want to share with you what you think you might know, and maybe this might get you to start thinking about where you're at right now. And this can be in love, it can be in your friendships, it can be with your family, it can be with your career. He said he's at a point now where he needs to make a career decision, and he's very successful, travels the world, but he's at a point now where the city that he's at, he cannot find a job in the city with her. And he's like, I don't get it. I am putting all myself into us. I'm her and him. I'm putting all of my effort into anything to make it work, anyhow, anyway. And when it comes to career, I want to settle down in the city where the both of us are at, and I'm not getting an offer there. And I don't get it because I'm getting all these job offers from around the world. And he's like, what is going on? And I made him stop and look at the two of them at a 30,000 feet view. And what I mean by that is, one of my hobbies is being a pilot. And you know, when you're in an airplane and the pilot comes on the intercom and says, we're at 30,000 feet, you can take off your seatbelt, you can walk around, you can do whatever you want. And that's what I asked him to do. I said, why don't you look at it as if a third person? Look at it from your point of view and look at it from her point of view. And that's when he had his aha moment and realized that he was looking at the two of them as a relationship, but she was looking at it as a situationship. What's the difference? Situationship. I've had many of those. Situationship, I treat it like it's when someone treats you like a library card. I hope I didn't trigger you guys, but it's something where someone comes in and out of your life. When they're with you, wow, it is just wonderful. You have a great time together, you click, you connect, you can talk about anything and everything. But when they leave, you don't know when you're going to see them again. There's no plans made. They won't commit. They won't tell you anything. They won't tell you anything about what they have planned the next weekend, the next day, the next week, the next month, holidays, everything. And you never know if they're going to call you again. But lo and behold, out of the blue, it could be weeks, it could be months, they call you and they want to see you. That is a situationship. Relationship is where you can give your all. I mean, you're all in, body, mind, soul. And what I mean by that is everything you think about, share about, you have the same likes and dislikes. Body, you're physically attracted to them, you want to be with them, you want to be near them, you want to hold them, look into their eyes, be with them night and day. Soul, there's a connection that you just can't um, explain to your dearest friend, and it's something where you just click and you know you two are meant to be together. So body, mind, soul, that's what I mean by that. Relationship, right? So relationship is someone where you want to spend time with them, you want to be with them, you want to share your hobbies with them. And it's something where, look, I have hobbies and they have hobbies, but it might not be the same hobbies. But boy, would I love for someone to be able to spend time with me horseback riding, like brushing down the horse, talking, watching me ride, even though they might hate horses, just to be with me and get to know me. And if it's something where they have a hobby that I have no idea what to do, um, anything, but I want to spend time with them, so I go and support him. Okay. So body, mind, soul, that's what I mean by that. So you want to spend time with them, whether it's their hobby, whether it's something that they have in their career, you want to go and support them with. It's something where they might be speaking somewhere and you want to go and sit in and watch them talk or play or whatever it is that they're doing, sport wise or whatever. And that's what I mean by body, mind, soul. Someone that you just can't, when you wake up, you think about them, you want to be with them, you want to spend time with them, and they feel the same way with you. That is a relationship where you know what they're doing tomorrow. You know what they're doing for the holidays, whether you're going to be with them or not. And it could be at the beginning of a relationship. It could be a long-term relationship, and this can be in anything. It can be in a marriage. It can be in a friendship. It can be in anything. So are you in a relationship? Are you in a situationship? So that's when I talked to him and I saw, okay, we need to have the 30,000 feet view, because he's at a point where he was like, I don't know what to do. I have all of these careers that are literally falling in my lap like a golden platter. Like here are 3 choices where you can travel around the world, and if you are in some kind of relationship, that person can come with you. Do you want it or not? And we started talking about those 3 choices that he had, and he realized, if I don't take this now, I don't know if I'll ever get that chance again to take it. And it's a moment where he realized, I'm getting offers around the world, but not in the darn city where the 2 of us are together. And that's when he had his aha moment. He's like, oh boy, I need to make a decision. Do I want to be in a situationship with her and not have a job in the city where the 2 of us are together, or take another career where I can really excel and grow and find someone who wants to be in a relationship the way I want to be in a relationship? And isn't that a beautiful thing, where you have that moment in your life where you realize where you're at and what you're doing? Because if you put your energy into someone or something and they don't give you the same in return, it can be a ripple effect. And what I mean by that is it can ripple into yourself and the way you feel, and you can't think properly during the day. You can't sleep at night. You're wondering what that person is doing when they're not with you, because you have no idea, because they didn't tell you. And then it can go into your friendships that you have. It can go into affecting your family. It can go into affecting your career. And that's something where you don't want that to happen, because that's when he realized he's in a situationship and he wanted to do something about it. So we talked through that, and he was okay with me talking to you about that, because it's something where you're going to have a moment in your life, and maybe it's now, where, or maybe it was something in the past where you're like, gosh, I was in a really great relationship, and you're like, wait a minute, I was in a situationship, I wasn't in a relationship. And so you can carry that into the future and be mindful of the choices that you make, whether it's you haven't met that person yet and you're ready, or you're in something now where you're not sure where to go or what to do. So he is going to take one of those jobs where he can travel the world and move on. And I talked to him, I said, okay, when you move on, you have to have the talk with the person to let them know what you're going to do, but you're moving on so you can find the one who wants a relationship back with you. He's like, I got it. I got it. So I'm going to ask you, are you in a relationship or are you in a situationship? It's for you to decide, but think about it. And if you're so intertwined in the relationship and you can't think, it's affecting everything, try to look at it as a third person at the 30,000 feet view and look down on it the way that a stranger would look down on it and see how it's affecting you, the two of you, your friends, your family, your career, and then go from there. You decide.